Hi guys, so I finally got my artifacts box. It came in from Archaeology R Us, so I'm just really excited to go through it and show you everything that came in. So first, let's check out. So the first thing they gave us is this Adena pipe. So this was from the early people of the Adena Indians, and they had inhabited a region that is now Ohio. And these early people lived around 500 BC to 100 AD, and this pipe would have been used at a ceremony. So they would have smoked it at a ceremony to bring in their spirits. So another thing that makes it important is historians have used it to get a sense of what people would have worn and what they would have looked like in that time period. But the fun fact about this Adena pipe is it was actually found in Ohio not too long ago, and so it became the official state artifact of Ohio. So pretty neat. Let's see what else we have in here. Next we have this nice lovely can of corn. So this item represents the farm skills and the agriculture techniques that our Indians would have used. So corn was also referred to as maize, and it was a popular vegetable that was grown. In some tribes, it was actually considered part of the Three Sisters. So what that would have included was corn, squash, and beans. So it just is a great thing that they would have grown with their geographic regions and the fertile soil that they had there. But these Native Americans of the Adena, Hopewell, Mississippian, and Eastern woodlands, they all had that fertile soil, so they could grow not only the corn, but the other two crops that made up the Three Sisters. So they're very good at their farming. All right, let's see what I have next. We have this little guy. So this is representing our earth mounds. So from the Mississippian Indians, we had a subculture come out, and they were called the Fort Ancient Indians. And this was an earthwork that they made. So earthworks are made up of soil and rocks and stone, just earthly features that they were able to create raised mounds. So some of the mounds were used as a burial to honor the dead, and they would bury them in different layers that would create a higher mound. But this one, it's called Monk's Mound, and it actually is one of the largest earth mounds that are in North America. And this one is unique because it was created as like a pyramid base, and then had a flattened top. And on top is where the leaders of the group would have stayed. And sometimes they made announcements from there. They planned different like ceremonies from the Monk's Mound. So just pretty neat on what all they use their earthworks for. Next, what else do we have? Next we have an arrowhead. So these were just used from different stones that were in the area. And as we talked about earlier, they had corn, and that showed how our Native Americans were great at farmers and gathering their food. But they were also hunters. So we have this term that we refer to our Native Americans as hunter and gatherers. So this arrowhead would have represented them hunting for their food. So they would have hunted animals such as deer, buffalo, and rabbits. And the nice thing about them is they didn't let anything go to waste. So they used all parts of the animals. So the meat was used for food. Bones could be used for just different tools that they would need, and the skin would be used for leather and clothing to make. So this arrowhead also could have been used as part of a fishing spear. So in our one Native American group, we have the Northwest Coast, and they didn't do a lot of farming just because they were so highly populated with different animals and fish. So they would have used this as part of a long stick and used to go fishing or getting more of their animals that would have been on land. Pretty neat. And lastly, we have a totem pole. So speaking about the Northwest Coast Indians, they were also very popular for their totem poles. So these are large structures that were made out of wood, and they would have been carved by our master carvers. So it would have taken about 10 years for someone to go through the training to become a master carver to make these totem poles. So These totem poles were also used to represent individuals or families. They also were given at ceremonies if for a lost one, if someone had died recently, they would create these totem poles, and each one of the little heads is a symbol that had a meaning that would represent either characteristics of that individual, maybe a leader of the tribe, of the person that was passed on, or the family. So they were very symbolic, and they were used to just kind of give that definition of who these people were. So that would be it for our artifact box. Can't wait to show you the next one. But thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.